Okay, we are live. We are live. Come on, jazz hands, jazz hands. Let's see, Mike from MW Tactical. He's doing some kind of weird eye covering up, moving the hand thing. Walter Keller's doing. There you go. There you go. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on. This is episode 187. Do you guys know what 187, what the code 187 means?
Oh, is that from the movie you're asking me about?
No. We are talking about bad boys, like bad boys for life. What's the bad? Who knows what the bad boys theme is? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
Yeah, I know that theme.
What you gonna do? Okay, but that's from what's that thing?
Cops.
Cops. That's from Cops. Yeah, that's from Cops. But that's still the theme of the bad boys, guys. So we're gonna talk about that movie tonight because guess what? Bad Boys 3 is back on. For anyone who knows what is there anyone out there who doesn't know what the Bad Boys movies are about? And we're gonna lock it on Walter Keller right there.
I have not a clue.
Yeah. Should I read the message to you guys? Let's see. So I told Walter, you know what? I sent Walter this message. I'm gonna read my text to Walter.
It's the Wayans brothers, right?
Right now. So I said, have you ever seen Bad Boys 1 or 2? The movies. Walter goes, the Wayans brothers movies? You know.
They are.
And then he says, no, not really. So my response was, oh my Lord.
Well,
so
sorry.
There you go. It's not the Wayans brothers. It's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Oh, sorry, Will.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. There you go. Obviously, this is a gun movie that Walter has never seen. Apparently,
a gun movie, really?
There's no tanks. There's no tanks in this one. So maybe in Bad Boys 3 there'll be some tanks, and Walter will actually watch it.
Do I have to see it just for you?
Yeah, they're really good movies. Mike, have you seen these movies?
Oh, you know I have, man. Plenty of times of being overseas.
Oh,
it was on the replay list over
over and over and over.
Yeah.
I'm just mad they didn't contact me to be in Bad Boys 3.
Yeah. Walter, this shame on you. I mean, this is like the Bad Boys movies take place in Florida. They actually take place in Florida, man. So that's one reason why you should have seen them.
Okay.
There's a mega. I'm not even gonna. A mega dookie ton of guns in there and shooting.
Oh, okay.
Basically, everything gets shot up in this movie. In these movies, so
okay. And are both those actors anti-gun?
I don't know.
I don't think Will Smith is.
Yeah, I don't know where Will Smith is at. I'm not even sure where Martin Lawrence is at. I can tell you right now, there's no black man with money that's anti-gun. I don't care what the hell he tells you.
Are you sure you sure about that? Now?
If he has, he could pretend he's anti-gun.
If he does, if he is black, and it's like a Jewish guy being anti-gun.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. And I have a brother-in-law that way, and I won't.
Yeah,
and I don't get it.
You know, they might say some nonsense, but I don't really believe that they believe that.
Oh, sorry about that. Survey says that you might need that gun again.
Yeah, so someone is saying Will Smith is anti-gun. Scott Kimball says Will Smith is anti-gun. I don't know. Listen, when people, I don't really believe any celebrities out there, anyone that has money is really anti-gun, because when someone's coming for their stuff, they're going to want some guns to protect their stuff. And a lot of them have bodyguards and all that kind of stuff. So whatever. You know, we don't believe it.
Yeah, they always have armed guards.
Yeah. Now, I know that now I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not trying to speak for Will Smith or Martin Lawrence. I know that I've seen Will Smith doing the same gun fu stuff that Keanu Reeves did. Right? Because he was actually trained by, what's his name? What's the name of the guy that does the gun fu stuff? I forgot his name now. Turan Tactical.
Oh.
So Will Smith did all that kind of stuff when he was doing the Suicide Squad movie and all of that. But who knows what any of that means? These are really good gun movies because they don't solve crimes.
They just shoot a lot of guns?
Yeah, well, I'm saying they don't solve crimes with like Q-tips or.
So it's not a MacGyver thing?
Yeah, they're not sleuths. You know,
they're shoots.
Yeah, exactly. There's lots of guns in these movies. So if they're really anti-gun, they should not make Bad Boys 3. But that's like been a thing that's been going on and off because they were supposed to have made Bad Boys 3 and 4. And apparently it's back on. So I thought I'll talk about that because these are one of my like favorite gun movies, you know, and Walter's never seen it, which is a shame. Have you ever seen Hot Fuzz, Walter?
Nope.
The movie Hot Fuzz?
Nope.
Okay, that's a British movie. I thought you would have seen it because you look at all.
Because
You're an Anglophile.
Anglophile, that's the word, yeah.
So you would have seen that. And one of my favorite lines in the movie is the guy goes, "You ain't seen Bad Boys 2?" he keeps asking his partner, "You ain't seen Bad Boys 2?" So anyway, that's what I have to say to you, Walter. That you've Walter's sipping tea. Walter's sipping from.
I haven't ate yet either, which is.
What is wrong with you?
I got home, like I said.
Yeah, there you go. I got my teacup too. You're not the only one.
I got home at 6:30 from the shop, so that's why I haven't had it yet.
Yeah. Greg 98K says it's going to be Bad Geezers 3 because they're getting. I guess they're getting kind of old. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff going on in the news. There is a ton of stuff going on. First, and let me remind everyone out there, please hit the thumbs ups. Okay, we've already got over 100 people in the audience here. We need you guys to hit the thumbs ups. I don't know what number we're at with the thumbs ups. I'm going to go look into that. I'm going to remind you guys here. We also have to thumbs up ourselves, which
that didn't sound well.
Yeah, that's a fun move that some people do in the privacy of their own home.
Thumbs up yourself.
But you know, the thumbs can be used for lots of things, I guess. But let's do the kinds of the YouTube thumbs ups. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Do the YouTube thumbs ups on our own selves here. We got to get it going. I can hear feedback from somewhere. Lola, seriously, Lola, what?
I'm looking for the. That's not the right. I have the one we're talking on here. Then I have another one on the side here. And I got to get the right.
Okay. I think that was Lola. So I'm gonna go and thumbs up it. Mike, I don't know if you could keep tabs of what we got going on right now. We got like 70 thumbs ups right now. So I hope everyone would go out there and thumbs up.
Boom! I just hit it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna check in. So Mike, what's going on with you, man?
Not too much. Had another joyful day. Nice weather. Running around, knocking out some errands. Decided to come on and say what's up to the good people and hang out with Strange and Walt.
Strange Walt, yeah.
I said I was running for something in 2019, right?
the Strange Walt ticket.
We got creepy Joe Biden already. We don't need no strange Walt.
I just want to be Minister of Destruction. That's all.
I want to be Minister of Finance, and then if you're Minister of Destruction, we'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. You will buy everything I sell. Then
when we got our own personal B-52, we'll have lots of fun.
Yeah, I'm dropping bombs.
B-52. Why don't you just go with the stealth bomber instead of the B-52?
Yeah. I like old school, you know.
I ain't mad at you.
First act, we're gonna do like James Bond villain style, and we're gonna lay a lot of dynamite along the fault lines of California. We're gonna get what was that? I forgot the name of the James Bond villain that was trying to float off California.
There was one of those, really?
Yeah, that particular James Bond movie had Grace Jones, and then it had oh man, I forgot the name of the guy. Someone IMDb it. It's a known actor that it's like a really creepy guy. This is one of his first movies. It even had Dolph Lundgren in there playing like some weird Russian clone. You guys never saw that one? Yeah, I think it was it was Roger Moore.
Oh yeah, Roger Moore. Yeah.
Who Roger Moore is anti-gun as.
He's dead.
What?
Roger Moore passed away, I believe.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah. So he's no longer with us.
That was recent. Was that recently? Did I not?
So, yeah.
Did I not acknowledge the passing of the Roger Moore?
Let me double check that here.
Lola saying
yes, 2017.
Yeah, Christopher Walken was in that movie. It's called A View to a Kill.
A View to a Kill. Okay,
yeah, and it had Roger Moore, Grace Jones, Tanya Roberts, Christopher Walken. Why does Tanya Roberts sound familiar?
She was one of the Charlie's Angels. Gee. I think one of the later Charlie's Angels. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought Tanya Roberts had something to do with Bill Clinton, but
No, you're thinking.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren was in it too. Yeah, Dolph Lundgren was also. You guys never saw. I know the people out there have seen A View to a Kill.
I probably have seen it in my 007 movie watching, but I couldn't tell you all the details. It doesn't print. Movies don't print on me like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody said that female's name you said was in Playboy.
Tanya Roberts.
Yes, that's what somebody just said in the chat.
Maybe. I think so. Tanya Roberts was famous for something. She did something. Something went down with the Tanya Roberts. That's all I can remember from the 80s.
That's not the one that, not a Bill Clinton girl.
Brian Quick says Dolph Lundgren was not in A View to a Kill. Brian Quick, you are wrong, sir. You are wrong. No, I wasn't thinking about Tanya Harding. Dolph Lundgren was in there. He was in this. Okay, now that's it. Wait, let me pull up IMDb right now.
I'm gonna let you give me the answer. Where's Babyface when we need him? He's like, he can type faster than anybody, probably.
Yeah. Brian Quick is challenging my authority.
But now, if he's correct, does he get a patch or a hat?
Oh man, don't start that. Lowe's gonna cut you off.
He's not correct. I know that for a fact. So I'm not even. So here we go. If you go to the IMDb's, A View to a Kill was 1985. Okay, starring Roger Moore, who Lola says is no longer alive. So we got to look that up.
I said that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you said he's no longer alive, right? So someone's got. Mike, can you look that up? See if Roger Moore is alive. Christopher Walken, Tanya Roberts, Grace Jones.
Tanya Roberts still looks all right for an older lady.
Let me see. You got it. Let's look at the full cast. Let's look at the full cast here.
Just looking at Tanya Roberts. Forget about the full cast.
Roger Moore, death date May 23rd, 2017. Yep. Cause of death, cancer.
Tanya Roberts. A View to a Kill. Charlie's Angels. Bingo. I was right.
Okay, she was in there. I'm trying to find.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find the Dolph Lundgren thing here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. His character's name was Venz, and yes, he was in there. Dolph Lundgren. Venz, yeah, with a V. Victor ENZ. Venz.
Venz. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was some kind of weird clone, but Dolph Lundgren was in there. So. What is it that Brian Quick owed me for that? What you guys say? We didn't really have a bet, so I'm not gonna hold him against it. But I know it was one of the first movies with Dolph Lundgren in it.
Tanya Roberts was Midge in that 70s show. Really? I don't know. That's not the ones I remember from that 70s show.
Brian Quick says, so sorry. No, that's cool.
Going well, Gorillas and Guns. Going well.
Yeah. Yeah. So now let's go. What happened to Roger Moore? Let's go see what happened to Roger Moore.
He died. That's what happened to him.
He died of cancer.
Oh, okay. Was that this year or last year?
17.
Oh, that was 2017. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow.
Was he a Sir Roger Moore?
Yeah, he was. He was Sir Roger Moore.
Look, I got to show you this. Tyven just sent me a pic of himself. He's on the beach with his big ass cigar in his mouth.
Look at that. See, Tyven should have come to the NRA show, man.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been balling.
Yeah, he'd have been balling out there.
But Cherry Wine tells me he's a lightweight, so he can't do them shots and stuff.
Oh, really? Well, you got to take it from the wife. The wife knows. The wife knows. So yeah, that was actually that was actually a funny James Bond movie. You guys should look at that because the whole thing about that movie is that Christopher Walken's character was trying to flood California or something, actually flood Silicon Valley. So I think he was supposed to be some kind of tech genius. And remember, this was 1985, so
that was when that whole thing was new, man.
Exactly, but it had to do with chips, right? So he was making his own kinds of chips. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was making his own kinds of chips, and I think in the movie he was going to flood Silicon Valley so that his chips became more valuable, or some kind of craziness like that. And there was clones involved, and it was Grace Jones, which, I mean, like, if you've
tall black woman.
Yeah, if you've seen any Grace Jones movie, it was basically Grace Jones playing Grace Jones.
Was she just a badass? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, she was. I think she was just crushing dudes' heads or something like that with her thighs. Okay. She was having some kind of aggressive sexual relations with Roger Moore.
What was her name in the movie? She had to have some cute little name.
Let me see. Okay, let's go back. Who knows? Does anyone out there know what her name was before I could get back to IMDb? Let me see. What was her name? Mayday.
Mayday.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Grace Jones.
Was she playing a commie or something, or what? Mayday.
No, I think she was like his bodyguard or something. She was Christopher Walken's bodyguard in there.
They got when you get with her, you got a call from like Mayday, like you're crashing or something. Mayday.
Yeah, but Grace Jones was crazy, man. She's
Yeah.
See,
she always had a wild.
She was always crazy. Yeah, I remember her from when I was a kid in England because I think her boyfriend was like Adam Ant or something like that. One of those punk rock stars, and she was kind of like a punk rock chick.
Yeah, she always had the wild haircut. Yeah. Colored hair and all that stuff.
Yeah. She was always pretty crazy, and I think she was in one of the Conan movies.
Probably.
Yeah, Grace Jones was in, I think, that movie and one of the Conan movies. I can't remember anything else she was in, but she's pretty, she was pretty crazy. So there you go.
There you go, man.
There you go. That's a cool movie. You guys should watch it. Anyone who's planning on helping California separate itself from the rest of the country, therefore helping all of the rest of us, so California stops bringing us down.
We know, just a little bit more time. Don't be ready to throw California overboard. City by city, they're revolting in California. So,
yeah, I mean, how much taxes does it take for people to get sick and tired?
People are just tired of the crap. I mean,
yeah,
you can only take that stuff so long, and then you got Jerry Brown for the governor, who's like, hey, let's give all the illegals everything. Boom. Who's paying for that? People would have to work, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in California. We could talk about that all day, man.
Yeah,
California is just messing up everything. The damn the cafe standards.
Oh yeah. Trump wants to the emission stuff for cars is crazy. Why you pay so much for a little car is because they got to meet all these emission standards that change every year.
That's based on California, basically.
Hello, and so when Trump says we're not going to do this stuff anymore, California, we're going to sue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what you say to that. I mean, it's like, okay, guess what? You know what? You don't want to play the game. We won't ship you no cars.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, first of all, there's a lot of cars sold in California, and then companies building cars to bring them to America, right? They don't want to make different stuff for the rest of America and then California. Yeah.
Well, look at this. Look at even gasoline. We have summer blends and winter blends and all this monkey business. Why don't you just make gasoline, and stop putting corn and ethanol in the gasoline, and feed people with the corn instead of your engine.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's one of the silliest things I've ever seen. Let's take a food source.
Right. Let's drive up the cost of the things that eat the corn that you
eat. Let's make that a fuel.
And now you have to pay more for chicken because the farmers are getting paid to grow the corn to make ethanol. They're getting a good deal on that, so they don't want to lose that either. So it's like all around. It's everybody's scamming everybody,
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's just like you've got it's the lobbies, right? So you have the corn lobbyists.
Yeah,
and they put a lot of money into getting people elected on both sides of the aisle, right? Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
There's no freaking difference. It's all the same freaking nightmare.
They're all in the take.
Yeah, it's all the same bullshit.
Yep.
But you've got the coal guys too, because like the craziest thing for me is when they start talking about Walter, clean coal. That's like less deadly bullets.
Okay, Mr. Strange.
Uh-huh.
All these power plants that burn coal all have all this emission stuff that meets all the standards set by the government to clean the exhaust coming out of the things. We got coal for 300, 400, 500 years.
I know, but okay.
What?
I won't argue that.
You can gasify coal. You can turn it into a slurry and do it that way.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to argue that. But to say coal is. Have you ever handled coal?
Yeah, it's dirty.
Yeah, like why try to bullshit me?
Well, no, that's just an expression, clean coal. I mean, or clean whatever that whole.
Yeah.
It's but why turn off a perfectly good energy source and put thousands of people out of work?
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. I just think we shouldn't lie to ourselves about it.
Well, I mean, that might not have been the best way to go about it, but facts would help with that if they just went out and gave the facts. But
yes, absolutely. There's lots of things trying to destroy us, which is a good. I'm going to get back. I'm going to talk about Bad Boys here. Yeah. I'm going to talk about Bad Boys 3. That's going to happen. We're going to talk about other stuff. I don't know if you guys have new stuff. But before we get into that, here's because I'm just thinking about this because I did pull this up earlier to talk about it. What do you think is the most deadly destructive thing? We're talking about coal. We're talking about fuel. We're talking about all these kinds of things. What do you think is the most destructive thing in the universe? I'll give you a clue, or to us, I'll give you a clue. It's also we need it. We absolutely have to have it, but at the same time, it kills us.
Water.
Okay, that's a good guess, but that's not what I'm talking about, huh?
Oxygen.
No.
The sun.
Yeah, there you go, Walter. See, that big cranium is not for naught.
Not for naught.
The sun, absolutely. The sun is the most dangerous thing. So I saw this in a news thing. It says, now we know what will happen when the sun dies.
We die.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna die a long time before the sun dies, but we're definitely gonna be dead by then. The sun is eventually gonna kill us.
Well, also the sun will supernova or whatever and it'll be done. So
yeah, absolutely. So,
but I don't have to worry about that. I don't think so. Neither do you or anybody else. So.
I mean, it depends on how long you're planning on living because it's going to happen about 5 billion years.
Well.
So did that report say like an estimated time frame of when the sun was going to burn out? Or?
Yeah, I'll read it for you. So here we go. No one is writing its obituary just yet, but scientists have long known that the sun will die. The sun is our greatest enemy. We need to ban the sun and make the sun illegal. Okay.
The sun of what?
The sun will die. And now we know what will happen next. So new research by an international team of astronomers shows that once it exhausts its hydrogen fuel in 5 billion years or so, give or take, couple 100 million years or so, our host star will morph into an enormous ring of glowing dust and gas, what astronomers call a planetary nebula.
Okay. Start planning for it.
Yeah.
All you preppers out there, start prepping.
We should make some laws about this. That's the first thing we should do to fix this problem.
Maybe we can start taxing somebody because of it. Maybe the Californians can start taxing.
When is this time frame again?
5 billion years.
A couple days.
I'm not worried about that then. Shoot guns and have fun.
Shoot guns and have fun, yeah.
5 billion years. Do you think we're going 5 million years from now?
There's so many other things that are going to happen before we get offed by the sun.
Yeah. So 5 billion years, that bad boy's going to go nebula. It's going to be beautiful. Hopefully, do you think 5 billion years from now we would be inhabiting other planets?
Yes.
5 billion years from now.
Listen, okay, I'm this is a real article. I'm just joking around because I mean, like we worry about all these things, no matter what we do, nothing is forever.
No.
Everything dies, everything goes back to dust, including the sun, including us. Everything's going to do that and then reset and start all over again. Who knows how many times the reset button has been pushed on this thing that we call life,
this rock.
Yeah, who knows? This planet itself, I personally, I mean, this is going to sound like something from the Stargate or like Alex Jonesy.
Get your tinfoil hats on.
Who knows how many times civilization has started and ended here on this planet?
You don't know how many times.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? None of you guys, see, I'm sick right now, so I did not shout out the people in the chat. I don't know. Is anyone complaining about that?
I don't see it.
Is there anyone complaining? Shout out to everyone that's hanging out with us right now. Shout out to all those people in the chat. If you need particular shout outs, let me know and we'll do that. I did skip over it. I've been all messed up since I came back from the NRA show. So
see, I didn't go, so I won't get none of that mung.
You partied that hard that you're that messed up?
No, I didn't party. I don't know. I just got sick.
People, lots of people.
Yeah,
they always got the mung.
Well, they said that show was beat the record for attendance out of all their shows.
80-something thousand, I think.
What, really? 80,000 people?
Well, they said it was close to 87,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I read that one earlier, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
That was.
It didn't seem like it was
2
that many
days.
people, though.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that many people. I was gonna say it didn't seem. Friday definitely was nice. Friday was nice because there were people there, but it wasn't because I've seen it. What I thought was more crowded. Maybe we were in smaller venues, and this was bigger because
was that one big hall?
Kind of, almost.
Yeah, but they took up 2 floors. They did part of it downstairs and then the rest of it upstairs. But even so, like when you're walking to the restroom and to the other different rooms, it didn't seem like it was that many people in there.
No, I didn't think it was as because I've been at NRA show and everyone's just doing a little thing like this and you can only move like millimeters at a time.
That sucks.
Right.
And it didn't seem like that at this show. So what was the record? Do you know, Michael? Mike?
The article that I read, it said it topped the record. So I don't know what the previous record was. But like I said, I know there was a few times when I had to get from one booth to another booth. I was slowed down with people doing the crunch walk. But, it only lasted for like probably about a minute or two.
Yeah.
But it happened a little bit each day at different points.
Right, exactly. Eric S says, yep, we here in Texas do everything bigger. And probably a lot of people came from all over Texas. So I didn't go back for Sunday because Sunday we left. So, all right, my friend, see you tomorrow. So Sunday we left there. After like Lola and I did go get breakfast and stuff like that. And
you did feed her once? You fed her once?
Yes. Oh, I was very nice to Lola, man. I did all the work. I don't think Lola was just hanging out, like having fun, talking to all the bearded tactical dudes. Every time I turn around, Lola was talking to some bearded tactical dude.
Hey, Lola is the hardest working woman in showbiz. She deserved the break.
Seriously, Mike, you'll get on the show. You don't have to. You could tell the truth. You could.
Well, I'm being for real. She's the hardest working woman in showbiz. She deserves a break.
We ran into GY6 Vids and she lost her mind.
Ooh.
That's her favorite gun YouTuber, by the way.
Who's that?
GY6 Vids.
GY6 Vids.
Yeah, you don't know who GY6 Vids is?
I'll have to check it out. I don't.
Walter,
sorry.
You are embarrassing me, man.
What? I don't spend my day looking at videos. I mean,
look up GY6 Vids.
I'm doing it right now. Now.
Lola, we are trying to get him on the show, by the way. Lola, there was this video that he did back, I forgot how long ago that was, where he was like washing his car.
Oh, hot and sweaty.
I guess he was partially naked and wet or whatever. So Lola claims she was a fan before that, but she was definitely a fan after that.
After that, okay. Well, all right. I've looked at it now. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's a young fella. Yeah. Younger fella.
Yeah. Jake Arnold wants to know if did I meet Tim? I did see Military Arms channel. I saw him very briefly there at the show. No, actually, I saw him at that cigar thing. Very briefly. And Richard Hughes says GY6 Vids is like Demo Ranch with muscles. So there you go.
The Demo Ranch guys running around in their fake beards and stuff at NRA.
I saw them, but I didn't know who it was. I did see them.
Are they trying to like be Duck Dynasty guys or something, or what? Just incognito or
no? He's always having fun. So
just goofing off. Yeah.
That's cool. And he was probably trying to see like. I don't know if he did this deliberately or not because I haven't seen any videos that he put out from there.
Or being a FUD.
Well, no, I think he might have been trying to see how people treat him if they don't know it's him, because I didn't know it was him.
Oh, okay.
Because usually if people, he's kind of like a rock star, so if people know it's him, it's like, oh my god, Demolition Rich. Yeah, so maybe he was trying to see people like, hey man, get away from me with that nonsense. So I don't know that if he didn't do that, that would be interesting to do one day for one of those like really big gun celebrities to get dressed up like that, you know, and see, like maybe Hickok 45 or something that everyone goes crazy about, or Coleon Noir or something. Just dress up like a bum and then walk around there and have like hidden cameras and see if people like, do people treat you like, get away from me, dude? You know?
Well, yeah.
That would be interesting. What's up?
Getting back to that record, I'm looking for the previous record, but I can't find the number for what the attendance was. But the previous attendance held the 15-year record, but I can't find what the number is, and it just broke. Dallas broke that record.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Did you? I know, Hank. Earlier in the day, you posted on Facebook about Austin, with Austin, Texas, not wanting to sell their police trade-in guns.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where I'm in the right city?
Or
they're thinking about not doing it?
Yeah, that's one of my moderators posted that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go look it up.
I can't believe
someone's sending me what? These are water guns.
Are they Nerfs or something or what?
Yeah, it says these are Bad Boys 3 approved assault guns. For your information, this is my collection. There's a lot of cool water guns in here. I like all guns of all styles, including the toys. See, look, check it out. Look, there goes my mini. Oh, look at that. Walter has a cool toy gun.
There's the one that I found in the bottom of the tank that I bought.
Yeah,
I called Peggy bringing me something.
Hey, Peggy. I called dibs on that one a long time ago. Oh, look at that. A little scratch on the chin there for you, Walter.
Touchy-feely, yes.
That's so awesome. So that's my toy gun. Mike, do you have a toy gun?
I don't have a toy gun, but I normally walk around with Sally.
Oh boy.
I ain't no toy.
Yeah.
I just walk around with Sally.
Walter, what do you got? The AK? Walter has the AK.
The AK,
yeah, that you almost got arrested for, or will, or something.
That wasn't me. TSA pulled him aside for that one. Yeah.
I was actually looking for one of those mini guns that y'all put together, but I didn't know where to look to get it. So.
Oh yeah, that was. Do you remember we were at the ATI booth, ATI Outdoors?
Yeah, but I never went to the ATI booth.
You did? Oh, you never met us over there?
Nah, because remember I had texted you because I was over at
I mean, Mike, you weren't part of that
Armageddon gear.
You weren't part of
the Black Revolution at ATI booth.
No, not this time around.
That was coming. Okay, so here it goes. So Austin City Council decides whether to ban police trade-ins.
I mean, how stupid is it for a city or a county or whatever to take perfectly good guns and like destroy them or something versus selling them off?
So stupid.
I mean, the only way they get a good deal on new guns is if they have trade-in guns. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Someone
talked to us before about all the places in Texas that are really very liberal. I think Austin, Dallas, right?
Well, any place there's a school, one thing, and or places where the welfare is handed out. I should say that. It used to be that in the old days when you had to actually go get it versus getting an EBT card. But I don't know.
Vanessa Kitty would like to know what type of lockbox do we prefer in the vehicle to lock up our carry gun and the ammo separately if you leave it in the vehicle?
I'm not going to say a word because I don't want to.
Yeah, I just get whatever is appropriate, but I wound up not using those things. I always have them somewhere in my vehicles, but I don't really use them. So
I'm so lackadaisical. I mean, so I have to say it, but careless. Half the time I forget I have it in the car. I'll be honest with you. I guess that's just from being around them all the time. I guess you get jaded. That can make you unsafe too, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so and then Cyrus 308 says he played a lot of gigs down in Austin back in the day, and it was flaming libtard way back then.
Yeah, it hasn't changed.
So there you go. Right. And Eric S says Austin is the worst. And Scorched Earth Firearms, Rod Mills, our buddy, he's in there. So shout out to him. So, you know what?
He's probably saying Austin's got the best food. So what's he trying to get? Austin cooks the best. What's he trying to get?
Or yeah, if the women have the big butts, then Rod Mills does not care.
He's there, man.
He doesn't care what their political persuasion is.
They got the booty.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to Rod. He's not going to discriminate based on that.
Did he drive the Dallas also?
No, I think he flew.
He flew.
Yeah, he said yesterday that he flew in. So
he said if it's more than 6 hours drive, he flies. For that last little bit of the show we heard yesterday. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's someone sending me some more toys. This is Big Dick Willie actually sent me those. Those are some toys from Big Dick Willie.
I actually listened to the whole show driving back.
You did? Okay, how was your drive? How was the show? Did we, I was kind of sick, so.
No, the show was good. I mean, it was good.
Yeah, usually when I'm sick, my voice gets real sexy. It gets like
real dark and deep.
Gets a little bit lower. But
very white mode.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, hopefully I kick this thing.
Kick it in the ass.
Put some in your drink.
Some what?
Emergency, that powder. Emergency.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Emergency. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a drill sergeant, that's what I used to put in like my Powerade. 2 packs of it. Knock it out in no time.
Yeah, Lola's got me on a regiment of pharmaceuticals. Mike Bryant says the booty is bipartisan. To a limit, man.
Yeah,
seriously. I mean, when I was younger, I felt like that, but now I really don't. I don't want to talk to anyone that's anti-gun. I don't care how cute you are.
I concur completely. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't so much of an issue, but now some of these libtards are so freaking out of it that. They just I couldn't live with somebody like that. I don't care how hot they were. Sorry. Couldn't do it.
So I don't know. What about you, Mike? Mike, does that matter to you? Is that a factor?
Nah, it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, okay. Do you think you can convert? So if you meet a chick that's anti-gun and she's really cute, you think you can convert her to being pro-gun?
I wouldn't even waste my time.
You wouldn't even try. So you're just trying to hit it. That's it.
No. It's not even in a hit factor. It's just more eventually when I'm walking around or my phone rings, it's going to be a gun conversation. And, like I'm pretty sure when you talk to people outside of whatever you normally do, guns are going to come up. You already know it's going to be, I don't want to hear this. I don't want. Oh, okay. Well, nice knowing you. Got to go.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying you would not deal with that then?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. Yeah, I agree with that. That's like dudes who see like women who are lesbians and they think somehow they can convert.
No.
They can convert her back to the dick side.
They're living a movie. And
no, man. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Life ain't no like that.
Yeah.
No.
Just go on that. What was the isn't there a place for like gun guys? You know how there's like Christian date and Jew date and farm dates and all kinds of crazy dates. Isn't there a gun date yet or no? I thought there was, right? There was.
Second Amendment. No.
Someone tell me. I thought this was true. I thought we talked about this one day, or someone sent me an article about like the dating for the gun thing.
I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, okay. Well, if that doesn't exist, someone needs to create that damn thing right now.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
I don't think I can bring a woman around my family unless she totes a gun or is into guns, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So
I think
there you go.
A lot of the but when I met Peggy, she wasn't like anti-gun, but she didn't know a lot about guns. So sometimes you're just going out and going shooting, and once they go shooting, they get empowered, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, this is cool."
But she didn't already come to that conclusion that guns are bad. I'm not, That's the thing that I'm saying. Like, there's people. If you meet someone who's like, "Oh no, we don't need guns," no, just leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, I'm not in the market because obviously Lola won the lottery, and I'm taking.
Once I showed her how to make money in and you can make money with guns. Then she's like, oh, yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. You know, that's always a very important thing. That makes a man, when you have some money, it makes you more attractive to the ladies.
Well,
So Rod's sending me pictures of his guns. There you go. Rod's throwing some guns up there.
Rob Mills?
Yeah, Rod Mills sending me some pictures of his guns, along with some other people. I'm getting lots of pictures and stuff like that right now from the peoples.
Oh, hey,
You know.
they're asking in the chat to talk about the CMP 1911s. Did you see it? Did you see the email about that?
No. Do you have that email? I know you were telling me about this.
Somebody shared it with me.
Yeah. Pull it up. There's someone else sending me their toy, by the way, so you could see that the keyboard.
Bottom of the line cool. Price on those are $850.
The worst ones.
Well, I guess the
worst conditions.
Yeah, the best ones are going to go to auction. They're not going to be. You're not going to get a shot at the real collectible ones. But yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll put them on their auction site, and auction them off. But let me see if I can find that again. Who sent me that?
Who says Big Daddy dating app? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm all about that. I'm all about that. I think we can do the Big Daddy right next to Big Daddy Unlimited. Big Daddy dating. Big Daddy dating. You know, gun dates. That'd be awesome. You know what's I'm gonna tell you right now, a perfect date I wish I could do. Go to the range, do some shooting, then have lunch or breakfast and do some shooting. Just like I would go shoot, eat, go back to shoot some more, you know, do a couple of number twos, eat some more. Go back to shooting. If there was really, I mean, I don't know if there is a place where you could shoot and eat and everything. I would try to get an office in that building. I would basically never leave that space. I would do my show, everything from there, man.
Not too far from my house, there is 30 acres for sale. And I thought, man, because right on the main drag, road-wise, I thought, man, I could build Manville there, where you have a motocross track, you have heavy equipment, people can dig holes in the ground. You have a couple tanks they can drive around.
Okay, I know there's going to be a Hooters.
You have a bar. You gotta have a bar with scantily clad,
right?
A little hotel in the back, you know, for if there's relationships.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn,
and lots of people that can talk Chinese and Japanese. And we're close to the airport here in Tampa. Boom. You know, next thing you know, I got Manville full of Asians digging holes and driving tanks.
Yeah, man, that would actually be awesome.
Yeah, shooting guns, gun range too.
Yeah, and we'll put it off. We'll do the show, everything from there, man. We won't. We'll just leave to get on the road and drive cars around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Hank, was there ever a time when Lola had to like literally pull you off the range?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we do. She gets aggravated sometimes when all we do is shoot on the weekends. You know, she's like, you know, we got to go somewhere and do something. So, but you know. I go hang out with her every now and then, and we do stuff. Even when we were, like I said, before we left Dallas, we went and we had breakfast at a really nice. Actually, we had brunch or something like that in a nice restaurant there, and there was a mall connected to it in Dallas. I forgot the name of that mall. It was really nice. So we went walking around. We were looking at watches and stuff like that. Some really nice, expensive watches. You know, I was window shopping. And we left. That was like a date, but she was like, you know what? We have a long ass drive.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, let's get on the road.
Let's get it done. Yeah.
So, I think she enjoyed it maybe a little bit. That was my version of dating right there. Yeah, just me and her. None the kids weren't aggravating or anything like that. Not until I got back. Then I got aggravated.
What about you, Walt? That ever happened to you? Peggy had to like drag you off the range?
No, not really. Because no, not really. Not like that, Mom. Not that I can think of. No.
I think usually, like I don't know about you, but usually for me, the range like makes me it mellows me out. So I know there's lots of people out there that think that when you go shooting, it somehow makes you some horrible, violent person. I find that when I go shooting, because of all the things that you have to focus on when you're shooting, it's just like driving a stick, you know, or anything that you do that makes your brain and your Your brain has to communicate with your hands, and your motor skills and all those things have to come into play. When you do that kind of stuff, it unwinds you from a lot of other things that you might be thinking about or overthinking. So typically after I'm out there on the range, I'm ready for the loving.
That's what it is. Like I said, the range normally calms me down also. It soothes me, puts me in that woosah moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So
shooting's cool.
Yeah.
I like working on stuff. Like I work on getting something done. You know, you got a project you got to get done, and you get some of it done. It's like, oh, that's off my head. It goes out of the head. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
So, and we were shooting yesterday, Walter. That's why someone sent me. I don't know what this is a toy, but I'm not. Is this a GI Joe? I don't know if you guys can see that.
A lot of backlight on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can make it smaller. If I make it smaller, that might make it easier to see.
Is it like GI Joe Seal or something? What is
yeah, I don't know. So I got that from Chris. But Walter was out there shooting with us yesterday, right, Walter?
Yep. Went up to Big Daddy Guns. Saw where Mr. Strange is doing his show from. I'd never been there before. We watched folks get their hair done. Is that Mo? Is his name?
Yes, my barber's Mo. He was here yesterday.
Artisan.
He comes in here once a month.
He's an artist. Comes in and sculpting the hair.
Yeah.
We've got some cool tools. He got holsters to hold all his scissors and all.
Yeah, and he's a gun guy. My barber is a gun guy, for anyone who wants to know. We've got videos. I have a video out. Actually, I was going to talk about videos later, but there's a video I have out where this reporter is asking me questions in the barbershop. So.
Yep. So we saw that going on, and then the other crew was working, doing their thing while we were creating mayhem. My son and Tyven and his wife, Babyface, went through the concealed weapons class with him real quick, so he can go get his concealed weapons permit here in Florida. Yeah, I guess Tyven's going to get it too.
Yep,
him and the wife. And then we went out to the hacienda and busted some. As I said, you know how you say you break bread with people? I said we broke some caps.
Yeah,
broke some primers with our friends. So
right, and then Walter headed home, and Tyven came over here. Cyrus 308 says he saw that video. By the way, thanks for watching the video.
Oh, did anybody get an EPA violation when Tyven was around?
Get a what violation? I'm sorry.
The EPA violation.
Because of his fuel spill?
Yeah, he broke something in your shop, didn't he?
Oh, well, what happened was he gets to the shop. No, nothing happened bad. He says, "Can I test fire one of your 50s in your bullet trap?" And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because you don't let anyone shooting.
Yeah, I don't let anybody shoot the 50 cal. Because, I mean, some of my employees have shot smaller guns in the bullet trap, but I usually do the test firing like I did this afternoon before the show. So I gave him a couple, just do that, do this, and he put it up there, boom. So I took video of it, you know, and then later on, he goes, "Guess what happened? I deleted the video." He was so sad.
So wait. So did you take your own video, or you shot the video for him?
I shot it with his phone.
And he deleted it.
And he deleted it by accident.
Oh, poor Tyven. So I guess now when I go over there and do it, because then it's actually going to be on video. So that'll be the only time it's ever been done. Because if it's not on video, Tyven, if you deleted it, it didn't happen, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. It just never happened.
That was why I posted on the Strangeaholics about he's certified. He's now officially certified a crash test dummy. That's what I call myself, the crash test dummy, because I test stuff and all like that. And
yeah.
Oh, what the hell's going on my phone?
Sorry, I didn't get that. Could you restate?
Mother, something is the government was trying to listen to me or something.
Siri?
Yeah, Siri came on and said, "What are you talking about?" But anyways, so yeah, he got to fire the bullet trap, and he was very excited about that. And in actuality, it is kind of I would say scary, but it's, you know, you stick the gun in, you pull a 50 cal, you know, and think, oh, no big deal. Well, yeah, it is a big deal because a 50 caliber round going off right there. So, anyways, that's what I do. So I'm jaded, I guess.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's see here. You know what? Let's go. Let's talk about this thing. Even though Walter has no clue what Bad Boys 1 or 2 is.
Go for it.
Some of the like very iconic movies here that Walter's never seen.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he's not a movie guy. So
No,
let's
I'm not,
talk.
actually.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. There's lots of different articles on this. So Bad Boys 3 plot details emerge with new release date and massive $100 million budget.
Holy cow.
So yeah.
Wow. Be a lot of CGI in that, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like one of my dreams, Walter, and I think that we should figure out how to do this, would be like a dream job for me would be the guy on movie sets that's in charge of the guns.
Oh, the armor.
Yeah, that would be awesome. You know, I'm sure that guy has to be an FFL, which I'm one, you're one, right? You know, that would be a pretty cool job, you know, except for the fact that you have to work in Hollywood sometimes. But I mean, you don't really have to work in Hollywood. Maybe if we can get like, you know, our people, the pro Second Amendment people to start putting their money into gun movies and things like that, we won't have to, you'll never have to work with Hollywood, but
get those movies made out of Hollywood, like in Florida and Georgia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it says Will Smith and Martin Lawrence will take on a brutal Albanian mercenary. How much you want to bet that this movie is somehow funded by the Chinese?
Why is that?
Because they fund everything.
The Chinese?
Yeah, man. If you go, you see, you don't go to the movies that much.
Go a little closer to home and do a Scientologist. Because he's a Sino.
Let's look that up and see.
Well, I can tell you right now, a lot of movies that are out there are funded by the Chinese. All these Marvel movies and stuff like that. It's all when you go watch the movie, you see it. You see who's producing it, and it's a lot of Chinese companies.
Chi-Coms? Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All of were you just talking about like Tom Cruise? All his movies are funded by the Chinese.
Well,
so
I think it's more Scientology.
I'm pretty sure that's going on, but so let's see what it says.
That's a lot of money to do, though.
Belgrade. You know who that is?
Huh?
Doug Belgrade?
No.
Yeah, so he's supposed to co-finance it.
Yeah, he's definitely not Chinese. I would say that he's probably not.
No, he looks like Walter's brother. I'm looking at.
So here we go. So after 2 years of Bad Boys for Life rumors and hype, it looks like the hotly anticipated third installment is actually happening. The hashtag show revealed that Miami Narc's latest operation with exclusive plot details. The film will see Lawrence's character, Marcus Burnett, working as a private eye after a falling out with Will Smith's Mike Lowry, who's going through a midlife crisis as a bachelor who finally wants to mature, all while dealing with a new, young, cocky partner. This is like Hollywood speak. And then the Albanian guy comes into it. I don't know why the Albanians have to be the bad guys in here, but I guess that's like the reason why I mentioned the Chinese, because when they fund stuff, they control who the bad guys are, and magically they're never Chinese people. So there you go. It's everyone else.
I can see this.
So there you go. So that's pretty much what it's going to be about. That's cool. I hope they shoot some of it in Florida. Maybe, Walter, we can go down there and we can get on the set. What do you think? We could be extras. We could be, you could be Albanian. You could pass for Albanian. I could pass for like Albanian with a tan. we could try to get on there. Maybe we could be like stunt doubles. I don't know.
Albanian with a tan. Okay.
When they film, listen, if they're gonna, I don't know if they're actually gonna film how much of it. They have to shoot some of it in Florida, so there'll be some of it obviously
probably
in Miami. Yeah. So
I just saw something on the truth, not to change the subject about the movie, but I was looking around for new stuff on the Firearm blog. I guess the U.S. Army releases RFI for subcompact weapons, for like subguns.
Where is that on Truth About Guns?
Yeah, Truth About Guns. Yeah. What I found was the last time, and it's kind of strange, they put out the requirement for basically the Rattler, the short little 300 blackout gun. And I guess they probably knew SIG already had this, so they had to put the requirement out to make it legal. And then boom, oh, look at that, the Rattler, it's already there. So it's like,
Yeah.
I guess, because I said I might be interested in submitting something, but never heard a word from them. So
Yeah.
and I guess I'm not SIG. So
yeah, a lot of those things are what I like to call preordained.
well, yeah, they know there's something out there already, so they have to legally put the requirement out, and they already know who they're going to pick. So
Yeah.
they just, it's a matter of jumping through the hoops.
Yeah, there's some interesting articles there. Did you see this article on The Truth About Guns, the FUD Manifesto?
No, I've been.
Yeah, I think it's really tongue in cheek. 10 responsible gun control measures we could all get behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, right.
So this is like talking about the I'm gonna read down to the bottom of this article here because it's really I think they're being very sarcastic in this article, but it says naturally the FUD constituency has come up with a list of, dare we say, common sense, responsible gun measures that any right-thinking person could see are both urgently needed and eminently reasonable. Bullshit. I'm just saying that. I just have to say bullshit a lot here so people know that I don't believe any of this crap that's being said, and you should not believe it either.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, so here's here I'm gonna go from 1 to 10. And we could talk about it. So actually, should we go from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10? Which is
you can count down. You want to count down?
Yeah, let's start at 1. Well, okay, you want to do the countdown?
Yeah, 10 to 1. Go.
What's number 10, Hank Strange? Tell us.
Okay, number 10, repeal the Dickie ban on scientific research in the area of gun violence and implement the Institute of Medicine's 2013 gun violence research agenda.
Dickie ban.
Oh my God. The gun violence research agenda. Yeah. Bullshit. Okay. We all know that's bullshit. Number 9, enact gun violence restraining order authorities allowing courts to temporarily prohibit a person from purchasing or possessing firearms when a family member, community welfare expert, or law enforcement officer presents evidence of a threat.
I think they can already do that stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is the crap that people are going for, that they think,
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
Because that won't be used. People won't use that as a weapon.
No, never. Just because you come out against some politician and post it on Facebook, they won't call you crazy. No,
absolutely not.
No.
People are reasonable in this world.
Yeah.
No, bullshit. Bullshit. So, number 8, prohibit sales of firearms except through registered licensed dealers. No direct private sales. That's really a really bad, really messed up thing that people think it's okay. Like, first of all, you're an FFL, I'm an FFL. You know that we all have to follow certain rules and regulations there, right? But this whole thing that you cannot sell a gun to your neighbor or your family members or your friends without going somewhere and going through a whole different background check and all that, it's crazy. It's a crazy idea, man. And if people accept that, it won't be long till every single damn thing that you do, you'll have to go ask someone permission to buy or sell it. Ultimately, these things are property.
Well, yeah, they'd like to control you selling your used car. All these things.
If you're in business for this, I get it, right? We're in business for it, and we have business licenses and things like that. I get it. But for people who are not in that and they want to be able to do these things, why should they have to go through that? And when you pass on things to your kids and stuff like that, why do you have to go through that bullshit?
No.
It's nonsense.
Personal property.
Yeah. Number 7, which is connected to this, mandatory and universal background checks for all firearms. Yeah.
Okay.
And these are the kind of things that the people, like, if you don't know if you're a FUD, if you see those no FUDs shirts that are out there, and you hear people talking about FUDs, here's how you know that you're a FUD. If any of this stuff that I'm saying, you agree with it and you think it's reasonable, you are a FUD. Go look in the mirror. You are looking right now at a FUD. That's who's staring back at you if you believe any of this bullshit. Number 6, prohibit any accessory designed or mechanical modification intended to A, increase the rate at which any firearm may be discharged, B, to increase the magazine capacity of a semi-automatic rifle beyond 10 rounds, except the 22 caliber rimfire. Anyone who believes that is totally, you're a FUD if you believe that nonsense. Right? Number 5, let's see. Prohibit new sales of semi-automatic guns or rifles except 22 rimfire.
Why is 22 rimfire? You
that
know,
can hold more than 10 rounds.
Have you seen what a 22 rimfire can do if it goes full auto?
Yeah, but what they're saying is like FUDs believe that 22.
Oh, because 22 is so safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Yeah, I guess
22 is probably the most deadliest round that we have, right? I think we've looked at some of these.
Yeah, it used to be. I used to always say
it used to be
22 and 25, but still, it is a. You get shot 3 or 4 times with a 22, you're going to bleed out pretty quick. So
if you get shot by a BB in the right place, you're done.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you don't
Did
treat
you just
it.
say limit 22 to 10 rounds?
Yeah, that's what this is what the FUDs are calling for. This is not me.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying like what you read, but
yeah,
I'm just blown away with stuff.
Right. Number 4, prohibit this is stuff like this article is saying these are things that FUDs believe in. Okay, not us. We don't believe in any of this. No one here believes in this.
Right.
Number 4, prohibit new sales of semi-automatic assault or tactical style weapons.
Oh, tactical style.
Yeah, those tactical styles.
So what is tactical style? Who defines tactical style? What's tactical style? Because black.
You could define that any way that you want to, man.
So you paint a musket black, it's tactical style?
Or is it just defined as scary?
Yeah.
Right,
Once we accept that stupid tactical, quote unquote, tactical style nonsense, they could define that thing however they want to. It's just like the whole bump stock situation, right? Or anything that modifies the rate of fire situation. Once we get into that and we accept it, that's going to creep and crawl into other things and grow and become a lot worse than that, I think.
Does physical fitness, if you're physically fit, does that increase your rate of fire?
I don't know. I mean, you've seen me shoot like yesterday, one of the videos we did. Man. Yeah, we were testing the Franklin Armory binary trigger for the CZ Scorpion. I finished editing that video, by the way. Now, here's the problem. That video can't go on YouTube.
Tell me, and I was, after watching you guys shoot, and I shot it too once, was Tyven just unable to make it go binary, or was that?
And it's not in my video, but at the end, I think Tyven figured it out because I saw him do it. And it happens to me even when I run it, but I'm not as bad as Tyven. Tyven stops at the reset. And I think when you stop there, it's obviously not going to work.
It's just going to go bang, bang.
What you have to do with those triggers is pull it and release it fully and pull it again. And even me that I shoot on the reset. So
see, I don't do that reset stuff.
Yeah, I shoot on the reset. So as soon as the gun resets, so if you look at how, when I throw up that video, and I am going to put it up somewhere where everyone could see it, and then I'll let people know where it is. But if you, and there's a hint, it's going to be on excluded. The thing is that if you shoot like Walther or Babyface, it works even better, right? Because you guys just let go of the trigger.
I just did it,
yeah. And so it works better that way. I think Tyven had a little bit of that going on.
He was like grannying it. I mean, I don't know. It's like don't. I'm like, why isn't it working for Tyven? I don't know.
But he got it. He figured it out at the end. I just didn't get it on my thing, so I didn't. Tyven might put that in his video. We'll see. But it works. The trigger works. We got the prototype. It works.
Yeah.
And I will put that video up so everybody can see it. Legally, I'm not going to put it up on my YouTube channel because YouTube being a bunch of Nazis about that.
Nazis. And that's so funny, Colin. Would the Nazis be? Yeah, they would be against gun videos. Yeah, they would be. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Nazis. I don't think the Nazis wanted anyone to learn about guns or use guns. I think also slave owners didn't want that. I think also communists and socialist people.
Well, that fits right into
dictators don't want that. Criminals don't want the people to have guns.
Speaking of the truth about guns here, I see an article. They have an article about I think it's on Truth About Guns, about a junkyard owner in Kentucky used a revolver to
defend himself,
fight off a couple robbers. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
hope he tagged those guys up pretty good.
The guy's like 78 years old too, so he's rocking.
I'm telling you, that's why we need these kinds of things, man. People always say, "Oh, how about a fair fight?"
Yeah, well,
Yeah, if you're a little old lady, 78-year-old, or just a woman or whatever, you're going up against a big dude or whatever it is, fair fight's bullshit.
you're an equalizer, man.
Yeah.
Equalizer.
Absolutely. So let's hit number 3, 2, 1 here,
yeah.
and then we can go on. So number 3, anyone on Social Security disability due to mental illness may not purchase or possess firearms.
Okay, that's one of my favorite subjects. Who determines who's crazy and who isn't?
Once
who determines that?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Some,
and what do we
some
say?
bureaucrat, you know, some appointed official. No.
Yeah.
No.
And it's so subjective because I think we're all a little bit.
So like the vet. So vet goes in and he's feeling a little down. He goes to see the doctor, and all of a sudden he's crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Yeah. Or obviously they go into combat. They see things, deal with things. They need help. They go talk to someone to help them.
And now he's crazy.
Help. And now we limit what they can do to defend themselves.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really, really, really bullshit. And that's kind of what we were talking about yesterday with the whole Daniel Defense thing that happened, that went down. Number 2, anyone on the terrorist screening center's no-fly list may not purchase or possess firearms.
Once again, that's another one where you can't. Once you get on the list, you can't get off.
They won't even tell you who's on the list. And if you're on there or you're having problems and you're trying to find out if you're on the list or why you're on the list, they won't tell you if you're on there or why you're on there.
So then again, once again, it's just a matter of some guy and saying, "Hey, let's throw him on the list. He won't be able to get any more guns." You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. He said bad things about my political partner friend there. Let's put him on the list.
Yeah, exactly. That's so crazy. But yes, FUDs do believe in that. And the number one most stupidest thing that I've seen in this whole thing, the number one thing, and it's happened, and this state of Florida has done this bullshit. An age minimum of 21 years to purchase any gun, which is so stupid. That is totally ridiculous.
Yep. I told you before, first thing I did when I turned 18, I went out and bought a shotgun that day. Boom. You know, just because I could.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's so crazy that, you're an adult. We say, I think you're an adult before you get to 18.
Well, it depends how you act,
Yeah, but that's true. But definitely at 18, we say you're an adult. You could be on your own. You could be emancipated. There's people that don't have parents and all that kind of stuff. And at 18, they're on their own. Yep. Or for whatever reason, they're separated from their parents and all those kinds of things. Sometimes for a good reason that they need to get away from those people. You're on, and in a place like Florida and lots of other places, you still need to be able to defend yourself and hunt and defend your home, etc. And we're now saying to those people, no, you can't do it.
No. Nah, you're not old enough. You're not responsible enough.
We're gonna let you be the victim until you're 21.
No, you can come vote. You can come vote for my anti-gun ass, but no, you're not. You can't do anything else.
Yeah, and this is why I think lots of these politicians are FUDs. The ones here that I spoke to that did this, like Keith Perry, he said that he doesn't even think you should be able to vote until you're 21.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm telling you, that came out of his mouth. So I was like, this guy's definitely a
21 today. Then 15, 20 years from now, they want to bump it up to 25.
They won't wait. They won't even wait that long.
Well, unless you're illegal, then you can vote when you're 12.
But if that's the case, then at 18, you shouldn't be able to go into the military.
No.
Exactly.
Nope.
There's lots of things at 18. You shouldn't, you shouldn't have to pay taxes. You shouldn't. There's all kinds of things that shouldn't happen to you. If you do something wrong, you shouldn't be held accountable as an adult for that thing that you did wrong.
Yeah, at 18, they throw you in the big boy jail.
Yeah. For women at 18, 19, 20, you shouldn't be able to have. If someone has sex with you, then that's wrong too, right? I mean, what are we talking about here? How far, what other things are we going to push this to? Because if this is only in regards to guns, then it's obviously against the Second Amendment.
Well, we see Eric S. and driving too. Driving a car, man. You can't drive a car until you're 21.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Driving at 21. It's like, it's bad enough some of these. Well, anyways. So
yeah. So there's lots of things wrong with that. But anyway, I thought that was an interesting article that I'll bring up. I don't know if you guys have some articles that you want to jump into. But that's how anyone that's telling you that they're into this crap make this your checklist, because anyone who believes in this crap, they're definitely a FUD.
Well, you know, Bank of America, they gave loan money to Remington, and they said they wasn't going to finance any type of companies that produce firearms.
Oh,
When did they give money to Remington? Recently?
Yeah, this was today. I read this today on. Yeah, it was like about 2 hours before the show.
Really? Okay. Do you have an article on that?
Let me pull it up again. It was on guns.com when I pulled it up.
yeah, Bank of America. I don't like that. I don't care. Guns.com.
Where did you say it was?
Guns.com.
Guns.com. Guns.com.
Oh, guns.com. Okay, let me see. Let me pull that up. Guns.
Oh, there it is, right at the front, man. Bank of America to supply Remington Outdoor Company with loan.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, that's probably not a bad thing.
Well, you know, they had that whole stance that they wasn't going to do it, and you know, like they're trying to mess with the industry, like trying to tell you what to make and how to make it. But I figured it was going to reverse sometime or another.
There must be some. There must be some. Maybe Remington already owes them money, so they figure if they're going to get some of their money back, they better give the addicts a little bit more heroin so they keep paying.
Or it's a plot. It's a plot to get ownership and then shut it all down and melt the guns. It says Bank of America will join half a dozen other banks in providing a lending package to Remington Outdoor Company as the gun maker prepares to emerge from bankruptcy proceedings. Although the bank announced last month that it would stop financing companies that make military-style guns for civilian use, which I don't know what the hell that means, because it's actually the other way around. These are all civilian guns that are then adopted for military use, but the deal was made beforehand, Reuters reported. Okay, so this deal has been in the works. BOA is contributing $43.2 million to a $193 million lending package funded by 7 banks. The loan will help put Remington back on a stable footing as it re-enters an uncertain environment for gun makers. You know what I would like these banks to do? All of these banks that believe that shit should no longer have armed guards in the bank.
Exactly. Exactly. Practice.
Well, make it. It's a guard-free zone. See what happens then.
Yeah. Don't protect the money anymore. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that one works for you.
How long that lasts? Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so I guess, you know, I don't know whether that's a good thing or bad thing or whatever. You know, we'll see what happens there. I think there could be some kind of conspiracy there with these people who are obviously anti-gun getting their mitts.
Yeah, the finance type people that, well, they don't care. They're whores anyway, so it doesn't matter how the money comes, as long as it comes. So,
yeah. Did you have any stories, Walter?
Hit up. I was looking at this 70-year-old junkyard owner fights off two robbers with a revolver. Yeah, this guy looks like a tough old fart, man.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I mean, you know, he's old enough to be like your son or something like that.
Asshole. And they show a picture of the gun he used, man, and it ain't a fancy one or nothing. It's an old school 38 revolver. It looks like, man.
What is it? Do you know what brand or?
It might be a Smith. It's got a logo thing on the grip, like a emblem, but I can't make it out real clear. But, I guess the 2 men are still on the loose, but I guess he fought them off. So that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, Matt Davis, going back to what we were saying before, Matt Davis says the left would die if we said, okay, no guns till 21, no voting till 21.
Yep. No voting. Oh, what do you mean? You can't do that. Well, what do you mean you can't do that? You're going to take away the rights? Take away all the rights.
I think there should be background checks before people can vote.
Yeah, sure.
How about that?
And I'm all for
let's apply all these things evenly if you want to, if you want to do this type of shit. You want to vote? Okay, we're going to background check your ass.
Well, nothing else. You got to have proper ID, which if they fight tooth and nail too. You need ID to get a freaking cell phone. You need ID to do every other thing. But when you go to vote, you don't need no ID.
Yeah, let's run it through a system because this is a thing that affects the country, right?
Yeah.
They're not happy that they got Donald Trump. You know, we want to make sure the Russians aren't hacking us anymore.
I know there's 3 Korean guys that are real freaking happy that Donald Trump got elected.
Yeah.
The ones that returned back to the U.S. last night.
Now, those guys were Americans.
Of Asian descent, yes.
Yeah, but they are Americans, of Korean Americans, I guess, you know.
Yeah, but they're real. They're because if it would Barack Obama or someone like him still, you know, he'd be sitting in some fucking gulag in North Korea still, because none of them have enough nuts to stand up to that little dictator.
Yeah, those guys were under hard labor. Listen, it's a good thing. Listen, sometimes I think I said this before, right? Sometimes people need to see you act a little bit crazy in order to go.
Crazy people only understand fucking crazy people.
Yeah. Well,
you can't throw a sane person against a crazy person because it's a crazy person going, I'm not worried about him. He's no. But when you throw somebody that's equally like, God damn, you know, they go, oh, whoa, shit, he's for real. He's just like me.
Well, to me, I equate it to like growing up in New York, right? If you, anyone who knows about New York City, if you act real nice all the time, no one will have any kind of respect for you. You got to act crazy just like everyone else.
Get out of my way, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. When you act like that, and people think, if you act really nice and polite and everything, they're like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Let's kick his ass. And take
on the horn, man. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, let's take his money. So sometimes, I think sometimes, you know, you have to act like that. So.
Well, in the world, when you got a dictator that's pushed it, that his whole family's pushed their way around and stole money from people that wanted to like placate him. You know, it's like saying to the bully guy, "Well, you be nice. I'll give you what you want. You just be nice for a little while. Maybe be nice for a couple of days, and then right back to their old stuff." Yeah. You know, if you stand up to a bully and punch him right in the face, he goes, "Whoa, shit, this ain't gonna work no more with this dude."
Yeah. So Rodney Brady wants to know, why do we care about North Korea? We got better shit to worry about.
Well, let's say this. If the North Koreans do some silly shit like launch a ballistic missile someplace, they could start World War III or World War III.5 or whatever. Then you got to do something. So, yeah, you don't want that. Nothing. Oh, excuse me. Let me back up. They export a lot of that technology to people that don't need it, like the Iranians. The Iranians and the North Koreans are good buddies. Mm-hmm. So you just don't want some of these people because they're going to use it like a what do you call it? They're going to use it like a. They're going to hold it over your head. Well, you're not going to attack me. I got a nuke.
Yeah,
you know, I'll nuke this guy, you know, and it's like you got to give me my money. You got to give me that $150 billion like we gave the Iranians.
Yeah, Ghost Tactical agrees with you. Says unfortunately we have to worry about all threats. A crazy man with nuclear weapons is a major threat.
Yeah, I mean, you can stick a freaking nuke in a sea container and it could show up in a port here and go off. You want that to happen? Really? Or you don't want that to happen. So you got to be on the lookout for these nuts.
And anything could happen in a nation where this kind of stuff is going on. These people are like starving to death and riddled with disease and all kinds of stuff. Something crazy is going to go down at some point. You have to realize that. Like obviously, you know, he's got there. I'm sure his inner circle of guards and all that are well fed and the people around him are okay, but you can't have everyone else in the country starving to death like this, right? And then it just keeps going. Eventually that's gonna erupt. That's how you have coups, right?
Something's gonna happen. Look at that soldier that defected and they shot him, and when they took him to the hospital, he was full of worms. You know, that's you know, that's pretty bad when your guys in your army are all ate up with worms inside. I mean, that's pretty nasty.
But if you don't want to worry about these guys, you could just go with my plan.
And
that's just bomb the shit out of them.
Well, see, Trump stood up to the little dictator and did what he did, at least my opinion. And he listened to him. Then it's like, and the Chinese said, "Whoa, you better come here. Why do you think he rode the chain to China?" And the Chinese said, "Chill the fuck out, okay? Because we don't want to lose all that business from the U.S."
Yeah.
So without us buying the Chinese crap, the Chinese economy goes.
Yeah. So Rodney says he understands that, but why not Myanmar or the CAR? What is the CAR?
Myanmar, are you talking about Burma?
I'm guessing. Listen,
Oh,
there's a
well,
lot.
hang on, wait, hang on.
Ultimately, there's a lot of places. Ultimately, around the world, there's lots of places that there's lots of problems, and in some respects, I believe that people in those countries have to solve their own problems, right? But there's ways that whether we leave it alone or we do something, that it always affects us. So if we leave it alone and people are trying to get out of that country, they try to get out of that country, they come to America, then they try to make America like that country. Or worse, and that's always a problem. And then obviously when we go in there and we mess around with stuff, then it becomes our problem now, and we have to spend our blood and treasure and all that kind of stuff to deal with what's going on there. And still people hate us. That's why I believe in my solution. I don't think you guys really want me to be a world leader. Because I'll be pressing the hell, I'll be smashing the hell out of that.
Putting that button, boom, 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 boom. I don't know.
I will be developing drones that will just go right in there, man, and find you and just crawl right up your ass and explode. I'm all about that.
All right up your ass.
But at some point, there's things going on here that someone has to deal with, and no matter what, no matter who goes into office, we're dealing with this one way or another. The problem is they're just always giving these guys what they want.
Right. You can't do that. All Bush, Clinton, all the other ones, all placated.
We don't know yet with Trump what he's going to give them. We don't know yet.
I don't think he's going to give them anything. Well, who knows? In the end, there'll probably be a little bit of swapping, but you gotta stand up to him. He's always been against this. Even when he way before he was a president, he was always saying we need to stand up to these Koreans, and he's doing it. I mean, nobody else has been able to get what he's done, do what he did. So
I think we have the ability to nuclear strike people's asses, or even if you don't want to go to nukes, you can go to other things first. You can hit people up with Moabs like it's going out of style.
The Korean military has been built into this. The North Korean military has been built into this paper tiger, I guess we'll call it. Look at the guy that defected full of worms. How long do you think the North Koreans could feed their army and fight? They couldn't.
I think the fact that you see these guys come into the table like this is a sign that they know they're about to break. I'm just telling you, they know that stuff is going.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un knows that he is about to wake up.
The Chinese could get tired of his ass and just take over too. Don't forget about that. Chinese could do it in a second. So, but they don't want to take over that shithole, and that's what North Korea is at this point, where everybody's been. It's just look. You see the satellite images of South Korea and North Korea at night. South Korea's all lit up, and there's 5 light bulbs going on in North Korea at night. And that's a shit.
That's how we know where to bomb.
That shows you how backward it is, because everybody's sitting in their hut in the dark.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're going to restructure the government. With North Korean leadership, with South Korean leadership, or are they going to keep it the same and just have the border be open?
I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think if Kim Jong-un leaves there, you'll see him all of us just sneak out in the middle of the night with whatever money he has and go to Switzerland or something.
No, he'll end up with Mugabe or something, or in Zimbabwe with one of those Marxists down there hanging out. Yeah. The Swiss aren't going to take that.
Yeah. J-Rock. Go ahead.
They don't want that little dictator in their country. They don't want.
Yeah. So people are really picking up what I just said about the J-Rock says Hank Strange 2020, quote unquote, I will ass drone you. That's a good one. I like that.
You're ass droned. You're out of
here.
Yeah. Forget that you're fired stuff. You're ass droned.
Yeah, if I could be like Elon Musk, I would definitely work on the drones.
Is that nanotechnology, or is that just full
exactly blown? These drones seek out specific asses.
And next you're sitting there in your chair, and all of a sudden,
yeah, boom! What happened to you? Oh, I think I just got drone, dude. That someone will make a T-shirt that says "Don't drone me, bro."
Oh man, that's fun. Okay, I got to turn the air conditioner on here. It's warm in here. I'm getting warm.
Ghost Tactical says, Hank, that's your new patch. Yeah, someone needs to draw that up right now. Like a dude, let's draw up like a little Kim Jong-un or something. And there's an ash drone coming at him, and it's like whining. It's and he's looking back like, "Oh shit!"
What is the word? A Korean word for
and then his T-shirt says, "Don't astro me, bro."
Is there a Korean word for like oh?
Well, Cyrus 308 says hashtag Astrone sounds a tad gay, fellas. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Funny though.
Yeah, so I'm not discriminating.
Yeah, equal opportunity Astrone.
Yeah, we will LGBT Astrone. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Enough of that silliness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the Iranians too. You know, we that whole agreement thing. You know, and when we were riding up to your place or up to Big Daddy Guns yesterday, they were talking about on the radio. First thing, there's no ratification. Nobody agreed to that agreement. It was just Obama saying, "Hey, I like you guys. We'll agree to this." The Iranians didn't sign the agreement. It's one of those things that's like, WTF, or what the hell happened here? We'll come to find out, you know, when you dig deeper, a lot of these businesses want to have business with the Iranians. So that was a payoff to get things kind of open for the businesses to get their butts back in there and make a lot of money. So it's just bad, you know. They're out there. They've been in a proxy war with us for years. How many Americans were killed in Iraq with Iranian designed roadside bombs and equipment and weapons and explosives? You know, and they were teaching those people how to build that stuff. We need to finish those guys off too. Boom. See ya.
Yeah. Do we? So I know that we sent money to Iran, right? Did they get all the money? Were all the payments made? Because I know we sent cash.
There's supposed to be $150 billion in cash. Pallets of $100 bills.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those movies? And I hate to bring up movies, Walter, because I know.
Go for it.
You know, have you seen the movies where the guy's supposed to be getting the payoff with the suit, with like the briefcase with money?
Yeah.
And then when he goes and opens the briefcase, it's a bomb.
That must have been an Israeli thing there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what we need to do with, like, I don't understand why we didn't do that with that payment. Whoever got that money should have their asses should have been
in the center of that pallet of money should have been a small thermonuclear device. And as soon as the big mullah pulls the lid off it,
yeah, because you know that money came back at us. You know, that money has been used like against Israel and stuff like that right now. I saw that Israel this morning was
they
were throwing bombs.
They put the hurt on Syria. No, they were saying that the Russians have been building the Iranian nuclear stuff, generation electricity, power plants and stuff like that. In order to pay the Russians, we gave them the money, and that money went to Russia to pay for a lot of their nuke program. Yeah. And when the Iranians a couple months ago were protesting in the street and all that stuff was going on, they're all pissed off. The people are like, we're out there having a hard time. Where'd all the money go? Well, the money went for terror and to pay the Russians and to pay off Hezbollah and send weapons to ISIS and everything else. Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that made people in America really, really mad. I know it made me really mad. You know, because imagine, like, do you remember? I mean, at least we know Floyd Mayweather had to get into a boxing ring and kick McGregor's
a few times, right?
Yeah, he had to get in there and go toe to toe with McGregor and kick his ass or whatever to get his money. That you remember when Mayweather got his money, he went to the bank and he had like shopping carts full of money, and he was taking it out to his SUVs, and then he went to his strip clubs and he was just making it rain on the strippers in the strip club. What the hell do we think those guys did with this money?
They're certainly not taking care of their people in Iran, so they're spending it on terror, you know, and financing their weapons programs and stuff. And that was Trump did the right thing. And guess what? The next day, the sun came up, and the birds were singing in the morning.
Yeah.
The world's still just everything's still going, man. Nobody It's like when Trump said to the Israelis, "We're moving the embassy back to Jerusalem." Everybody's like, "Oh my God, the world's going to come.
World
to
War
an end.
III is upon us."
The Arabs are all upset. What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, and that's not to say that some stuff won't go down at some point, but nothing. Things happen. Even when we made the payoff, shit still kept happening or not happening or whatever. The world. These people don't really care, man. They just take that money.
Frick. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
I just hope that
that money just went to goat strip clubs, basically.
They probably had 747s full of goat girlfriends coming in.
Yeah, goats
and donkeys. Yeah, donkeys and goats. Yeah.
Lots of goats were abused by that money.
I just thought of an ad you could have on television. They have the ads here for save the animals and save the kids all over the world. They have one, save the goats. Save the goats.
Yeah, Nico Ghost Gunner says helping the enemy used to be called treason. Now it's called foreign aid.
Yeah, well, the whole treason thing. There's some people that have really skated on that. Especially the last name's Clinton. So ask the Haitian people how well they're doing because of the Clintons, and and all that money.
Yeah. So okay, what else? Let's see what else we have going on here.
Let's talk about something fun.
Yeah. Okay. You want to throw up? Do you have some guns you want to throw up and show us?
Oh man.
Well,
I show it to you if I had it here, but I took my grandfather's old 22 to the shop today and actually cleaned it up and fired a couple rounds through it. So
right. By the way, I see there's someone trying to discourage me from asking people to do the thumbs ups. I would encourage you guys to do the thumbs ups. Okay.
Do it.
Yeah. Thumbs us up. Don't listen to whoever that is saying that the thumbs ups don't matter. Whatevs.
Throw them a nuke.
Yeah, exactly. Let's. Can we? I'm gonna press the button. Can we ass bomb that guy? Can we ass drone him? It's coming at you right now.
Call out a butt strike.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do the thumbs ups. Let's get those going. Regardless of the people, the fact that someone's coming in here and taking their time trying to discourage us from getting thumbs ups. That, in my world, when you tell me don't ask people to do the thumbs ups, I go, I'm gonna do more thumbs ups now.
That's like telling somebody that's, you can't tell me what to, don't go there. Where they go? Right over there. It's
exactly. I always tell people, if there's a rule book, you tell me the rule book so I could break all the rules.
The speed limit's 55, Hank Jane.
Yeah. Well, okay. You know how we feel about that one.
All right.
Speed limits are unconstitutional.
Yeah.
I know that by how you pulled out of that parking lot.
Oh, did you guys? You guys didn't hear that, did you?
I didn't see that. I wasn't there for all that. Yeah.
Hear it? I heard it and saw it. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna hit that curb." But he saved it.
You're gonna be like one of the Mustang driver videos on YouTube where they crash the car as soon as they take off.
Oh yeah, I saw some video of a guy crashing into someone in an R8 actually.
Oh yeah.
There's this video. Yeah, there's this video that I saw that these guys were driving a McLaren 720, and they did something with that and lost control somehow and smashed into a guy sitting parked in an Audi R8. So that's like two beautiful cars down the drain right there.
That's an insurance man's nightmare.
Yeah. So.
What's the max speed legal limit in Florida? DG's asking, or Doc DGC 44S. On the interstate, it's 70. 70.
Yeah.
But the real speed limit on the interstate in Florida is 85. So.
Yeah. And we never break the speed limits in Florida. We always obey the rules.
Law-abiding citizens. Yes.
Yeah, we are. We always go by the rules.
When I worked for the
speed limits, we obey them.
When I worked for the city of Clearwater, one day I was out driving around in one of the trucks, and I was going down this road, and this person literally pulled right out in front of me, and I was sliding with the brakes on, and they kept turning in front of me. So I hit him broadside, and it was they were both on crack in the car. The one guy took off and left his girlfriend there. But anyways, so the cop asked me, how fast were you going, sir? And I was going speed limit, officer. And he says that's the right answer.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, Walter, you know what? I have not even shot this yet, man. This is my Steyr AUG.
That's a real Steyr, isn't it?
Well, what do you mean real? Yeah, this is from
Steyr.
Yeah, this is from Steyr, made in Alabamas.
That's all right.
Made in the Alabamas, and it uses PMags.
I'll have to bring out the Microtech, and we'll have a.
Yeah, we need to have a Steyr AUG shoot
off.
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely. What's up?
Tell me what you think about what's your thoughts on the AUG?
On the AUG, this is obviously not the last bullpup that I'm gonna get, but I've taken a long time to get a Steyr AUG, and when I first got into bullpups, I kind of didn't like the Steyr AUG. I know some people think it's ugly or whatever.
You know what?
But I like time. Go ahead.
I like the fact that it's a clean design. Yeah,
as time has gone on, I actually like the way that it looks. And like I said, I have not run this one. I have shot Steyr AUGs before. I think they're cool, and that's why I think as you go on in this gun thing, your tastes refine a little bit, or maybe they get worse. Who knows? After all, I do like high points. But so I just all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I have to have a Steyr AUG in my collection. So here it goes. It's in the collection. We need to shoot it. We have like so many videos of guns that we have to shoot. So
yeah, I mean,
it's on the back burner, but that's my gun.
Yeah, mine has the old school style the sight on it, the scope on it, I guess 1 or 2 power, whatever it is. I like it.
Yeah, yours is a Microtech, right?
Yes, correct.
You have the Microtech knife and everything that it came with.
Yeah, the whole package. Yeah, I got suckered into the whole thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, maybe I get that out. Let me see if that's here.
Yeah. I want a Microtech knife. Do you have any of the out the front knives, Mike?
No, I don't. I'm not really like a knife guy. The knives that I do have, like the Smith & Wesson knife, and then what I got when I was in the military, what was issued to me, or what I got from a deployment.
Yeah.
But
years back on.
So you're not into knives. You're not into knives, I take it.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. You're not into knives. You're in bad company because Walter and we like knives.
How many times you cut yourself?
Oh, I have cut myself a few times.
Yeah, but that's no big deal.
I still got all my fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, one time, that was with too much alcohol. I got a scar that goes halfway around this finger, right there at the base. Yeah, that's from drinking too much and playing with a knife. But
yeah, listen, I don't want either one to happen, but cutting yourself is always better than shooting yourself.
Yes, any day, yes.
But hey, so there's yours is from Microtech.
Microtech, correct.
Yeah, and this came in a whole case and everything, which we can't show you guys right now. And it has the optic, and it comes with the knife. This is like a very collectible piece, MSAR. There you go. Walter will never give this up. I've tried to buy it from him.
Microtech doesn't make these anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Walter's never given them up.
The only thing about it has a proprietary magazine, which is, I guess, a Steyr type mag.
Yeah.
Do you still shoot it?
Pardon me?
Yeah, we've shot it.
Yeah, we shot it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it likes brass cased ammo. I haven't tried any of the newer polymer coated steel case stuff, but when I first got it and tried the steel case Wolf, it got stuck in it. So
yeah, and I think some people have. John Gillian says dibs. Walter, he says dibs.
First dibs on it. Yeah. No, it's cool. I mean, I like the. Oh, that was good. I just pulled my stuff out of my. I like the way that it works and it operates. I just like the Steyr design because, like I said, it's clean. It's not overly plasticed up, whatever that means.
But how much did you offer him, Walter? I mean, Hank, how many Walter bucks did you offer?
Oh no, he didn't take offers. Walter wasn't trying to hear it.
No, I had to plug my. I hit the butt of the rifle hit the cord on the earphones and pulled it out. So, but anyways, it's cool.
Yeah. By the way, I see 904 Outdoors in the chat. He says Augtastic.
904, you're so creative.
Shout out to shout out to 904 Outdoors. We need to do do that video. And speaking of videos, we've got several videos coming up, or we've actually got some videos out that Lola wants me to remind you guys. We have the Henry X, right, that you guys heard about. So I don't know if you heard about it or not, Mike, but they were at the NRA show. Henry Rifle doesn't do SHOT Show. They do the NRA show. They had some cool things. Basically, there are handguards now available for the lever actions, shotguns, rifles, and stuff like that. And there you go, Walter's. Look at that badass knife that Walter has. We've also got one of the, you know what? I'm going to go into knives in a second here, Walter, since you're pulling out knives, man. What is this one? MSAR right there.
That's the one that came with it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's badass. So here's the thing. We also did a video on the Taurus 692 and the Raging Hunter. Someone asked me about the 692, which Taurus is coming out with. That's the one you could take out the cylinders and do different calibers. So there's a video up on that on Hank Strange, and I encourage everyone to go to Hank Strange, check those out. If you're watching on Hank Strange, you're watching this when we rebroadcast it tomorrow, or not, whatever. You also should make sure you're subscribed to Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. We also have a video with Carolina Arms 1911. I think it's the Trenton Presidential, which is like a $30,000 1911.
Oh, holy cow.
Yeah, 30,000. It's got gold. It's got like mammoth bone grips, and I think 24 karat gold and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Handmade, all that kind of craziness. And then we have from DTF Industries, which, if anyone wants to know, DTF stands for Down to Fiesta. That's what they said. And it's called a safe space. So basically, it is for, you know, if you guys have ever seen a Glock or any of these kinds of pistols go out of battery, it's designed for a Glock to keep it from going out of battery. We have that video up as well. This is extremely orange when I look at this, and I'm probably super orange too. Something's up with the lighting here. That we got to
cool.
get
You're still the chocolate.
Yeah. Okay. Still the chocolate goodness. Okay. So we've got some videos over there. You guys check that out. And now, Walter, we're ready to talk about. Mike, do you have some? Okay. Let's see what Mike has. He has an M&P knife. So you got a knife.
Well, I got a couple knives. Like this one I got when I got back from Iraq the first time off the initial invasion. So the company gave every soldier that was in the company one of these.
Sweet. And what is it?
Gerber.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, and I saw that Gerber is making out the front knives now, or the automatic like front ejecting. Yeah, they're making some of those now. Walter, what do you have?
I put the Microtech rifle back.
You put the knife. Oh, you put that back?
Yeah. You want to see it again? All right.
I know you got some knives. Okay, while Walter's did you have another one, Mike?
No, just these two.
I'll show you. Okay. That Microtech knife also comes with this nice sheath, nylon type sheath arrangement with what do you call it on the back? Oh hell, my brain went.
Molly.
Yeah, Molly. Yeah, that Molly stuff. Yeah, and there's a Microtech again. Yeah, this is a seriously thick. I like knives that have a really solid, heavy duty blade. So if you have to use it, you can really beat on it. You know.
Yeah. So, that's a good. It's a good survival / hunting knife. Yeah. And speaking of which, I've got this is from OKC. I've got two of these from OKC that we're going to be doing some knife videos on. And you guys can let me know what kind of stuff you want to see when we do the knife videos, actually.
You want to torture test them? You want
to... yeah, we're going to cut some stuff or whatever, but I'm trying to figure out what people think is going to be cool. So this is the SK4 Blackbird from OKC, Ontario Knife Company. There you go. There goes the Blackbird right there. That's pretty... That's a really nice knife right there.
It looks nice.
Very, very solid knife, good in the hand and all that kind of stuff. Got this from, you can get these from Barnauls. So there you go. So that's the OKC 4 Blackbird and this, or SK4. And this one is, I think, I'm trying to figure out exactly which one. This is the Rat 5 here. And this one is really cool too. This is also from AKC.
Tell me when it's time for Gorn.
Check that out.
Because I have some really special.
It has its own sheath and all that kind of good stuff right there.
You see that blade again?
Look at that.
I like that. I like that.
Look at that one. That's badass too. I like this handle.
Yeah.
You know, the Rat 5. That's what this is called. There you go.
What's your top 5 knives that you like?
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't know that I really have like a top 5, you know. I don't really. I know I want an out the front knife. I want an automatic knife, probably something from Microtech or one of the other companies. I'm trying to figure out like what route to go. I don't know if people have preferences out there.
I know you won't feel right until you get a Microtech. So.
Yeah, so probably that's like on the wish list.
Do you have a top 5, Walter?
Oh, knife.
I would probably say companies. I like Spyderco. Spyderco is a good company for that.
I wouldn't mind getting a Gerber automatic. They got some cool knives. Plus, I like the one that Hank had, or this one here. I like knives with the blade doesn't have to be real long, but it needs to be thick. So if you need to really hack on it or pry with it, you can do that. This is a Schrade. I mean,
yeah, I like the handle.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story about. I had a knife just like this, and I took it hunting one year. It was brand new. I dispatched a hog with one nice blow to the back of the neck, and then I lost it the next day.
Oh man!
So this is a replacement that I bought, and now they're made in China. The one I had before was made in the U.S. So
man,
I'm still hunting for that original U.S. made version of this. So,
what's the most you ever spent on a knife?
Ooh. Well, the Microtech that I have, the folder, I think is $150, $150. Yeah. So that's about the max I've done.
Yeah, some of those go to like over 200.
Oh,
like
easy.
250, 300.
Yeah. The ones that go straight out the front, I forget what they're called, but yeah, they can easily go that much. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you want to. I try to stay under that 300.
Yeah, you can get a lot of decent automatic knives for way less than that. Yeah. So,
but you could go way up from there too. Like I've seen $3,000 knives or $6,000 knives actually. I think I've seen $9,000 knives.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, custom stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look this up.
I forget the name of the company, but one of the people that's doing stuff with Leviathan, they're a custom knife maker, and their knives were like $800-900 a piece. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And they didn't look anything special, but I guess they are. I'm not talking bad about them or nothing.
Right. No, I don't think there's. Look, when you're talking about custom-made knives and all, once you get into that game, like anything that you get into that game that is custom-made, look, it could be expensive, man. I guarantee you, there's $1 million knives.
Yeah,
made with moonbeams or something.
Or they make them with when they make them out of meteor iron, kind of like that 45 made out of a meteor.
Yeah, and then the kinds of steel and how it's like the Damascus stuff or whatever, but that's not super. Doesn't make it super expensive, but it does make it more expensive. So,
I'm on this website, Exquisite Knives, and they have one in here for $23,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But for some folks, $23,000 that's chump change, man. That's pocket. That's pocket.
Yeah.
You go and throw it my way. I'll flip it a few times.
Yeah, I carry my revolver in single action. Says, oh hell yeah, they got knives in the thousands. Yes. Oh, yeah. Wow. There's knives that go over that, and then obviously there's knives that belong to, like, imagine a knife that belonged to Elvis or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff. Some of that stuff.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago that they he had a 380, and they auctioned it off, and they brought in some big bucks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. So I think that goes with anything. I remember. So there's this. I don't know if you guys know William Bethards. He's a competitive shooter. I've done some videos with him. He works for the FBI Training Academy, and he's a competitive shooter. He shoots for Cabot Guns. And whenever I do stuff on Cabot Guns, usually a SHOT Show or someplace, Cabot Guns has these like redonkulous 1911s. Like $30,000 is, low budget in their thing. And whenever I ask him that question about the price of their 1911s, I think at the time their entry level was around $7,000 for a 1911. I think they've got some entry level now that's around 3,500, 4,000 or so. But I asked him about that, and he's a competitive shooter, and he told me, "Listen, man, I have $10,000 22s."
Wow.
So that's the thing.
Well,
and there are $10,000 22s. There's real badass 22s. There's
here's a $5,000 rifle right here. Okay. All right. I mean, it all depends what you want. You know, if this was an original FG42 transferable machine gun, it'd be maybe 125, 150,000.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess it all depends on what your flavor is, so to speak.
Yeah, there was the other day I was, and this is like a watch thing, right? The other day I was watching this auction where a Rolex that belonged to, I forgot what star it is. It's Paul Newman, I think. It was a Paul Newman Rolex Daytona, okay, that he owned. It belonged to him. And whenever that Rolex came out, back in those days, to buy a Rolex like that was maybe $3,000-$4,000 at the most, if that. That Rolex sold for $17 million at auction.
Guess it had Paul Newman DNA?
Yeah, it was a very rare Rolex. I think on their own, without anyone famous owning it, it would be like around $1 million.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So the fact that he owned it, you know, so that's the weird thing about this, and that happens with guns. It happens with knives. It happens with cars. Yeah, it happens with all that kind of stuff. I never
thought of it from a knife standpoint. Like that just blew my mind. A $6,000 knife. You know,
but there's $6,000 sneakers.
Yeah. I mean, I know that one, but I just never put it in perspective of like something that I paid $30 for.
Yeah, people pay $1,000 for a T-shirt.
That is true.
Yeah.
You know, like I just found that out the other day. I think those Supreme like I never realized that Supreme was like a brand. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I never heard of it before. Well, it's actual clothes.
Yeah, it's an actual clothing company.
Yeah, it's a clothing company, and they sell stuff. You could buy it in the store, and the T-shirt would have been like $150 or something like that in the store. But they make limited ones, and all it is a T-shirt with red letters that say Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
And so because they make it in limited things, people will camp out overnight for a couple of days outside the store.
And
they'll buy it for like $150. And then sell that thing on eBay for $1,500.
Yep.
Well, if you're, you know, a fool in his money soon part.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of craziness like that in the world, and
I guess. Yeah. I heard about, speaking of tennis shoes, I heard a story recently where this kid got attacked in either New York or one of the places about a pair of shoes he had on, but come to find out they were fake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think he got killed for his shoes.
Oh man.
And they were fakes.
Yeah, because there's a lot of that going on. Kids are wearing this stuff and they can't obviously afford to do it, and then they buy the fake stuff, and it's terrible. You shouldn't kill someone for anything like that. But yeah, but that kind of craziness happens, and people are So it's you know, it's the price that we put on it. That's the crazy thing about the free market.
Yeah. I mean, if someone's willing to pay for it, hey.
Yeah, I mean, I have a tough time selling the T-shirts on Forge from Freedom for $20. Damn it!
Hey,
you know,
well, because $20 to a lot of people, $20, man.
That's most people.
That's.
Want to hear a Jordan shoe story?
Go
for it.
All right, so I got this thing against parents buying their kids Jordans because, you know, like how kids go to school and try to rub it in the face of other kids who can't really afford that product. So I was at the Phoenix airport this one day, and I saw this little kid in a pair of Jordans. And I turned around and I literally was like, man, another parent bought their kids some damn Jordans. Little kid turned around. It was Kevin Hart. Real story.
That's the comedian, Walter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's short. He's
really
height challenged.
Isn't Kevin Hart the guy that's got the studios in Atlanta?
No, that's Tyler Perry. That's Tyler Perry.
Oh, Tyler Perry. Okay.
No, Kevin Hart is a comedian. He's a comedian.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard the name before.
But he's a little dude. He makes Lola look tall. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I think I've seen him where he's making fun of his shortness.
Yeah. Yes. If you saw a comedian making fun of his shortness, that would be. He knows he's short. He's so damn short you can't. And I believe what Mike is saying because he's a little tiny dude. You know, but he's a baller.
Well, that's all right. If you can afford it, hey, I got no problem with it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It's all good. That's
Yeah.
the thing about stuff, right?
You know, that's if you want to buy $5,000 pair of tennis shoes, may the force be with you. You know,
Yeah, exactly. You know,
I'm
and
not-
sometimes people inflate the prices on their things. Just
Well,
like you could take that patch you have right there, Walter. You should make that patch $10,000. I bet you'll sell all of them.
which patch?
The patch you got on your hat, and right there.
Oh, okay.
That's
No.
isn't that the Trump dog? The Trump
That's the
bulldog?
Trump dog. Yeah. I haven't. Yeah. This year of the dog. So
Yeah. Did you forget that you had that on?
well, I
Yeah.
look,
Yeah. There you go. Oh, and you were. Oh, of course. Look at that, Walter, representing for the Hooters.
yeah.
How
Yeah.
many times a week do you go to Hooters?
7 days a week. Okay. He's like.
Oh, by the way, we went with
and
Tyven.
twice on Sunday. Twice on
We
Sunday.
went with Hooters with Tyven too. So
Who is that goes to church? My dad grew up like that. What is that? There's a thing where, oh my gosh, I can't. My dad grew up as one of these. There's a religion where they go to church, like they're Christians, but they go to church every single day. You know,
Really?
7 days a week, twice on Sunday. That's how my dad grew up.
wow.
So that's why he always wears suits to this day.
Yeah, you tell me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
know,
got in trouble for going to Hooters one time.
I bet you did get in trouble.
Not from the military. I got in trouble for it.
Because you went to Hooters.
Yeah.
Were you supposed to be at work or what?
Yeah, were you on duty? Did you take the Humvee? And
I was in Florida doing a funeral detail, and I was there for a week. And one of the guys, I was like, "Where y'all want to eat at?" Because we had just got finished for the day. And he was adamant about stopping at Hooters, and I was like, "Dude, I'm not really fond of Hooters, you know." So we ended up going to Hooters, and we sat there and we was eating. And then, of course, you know, they give us a travel card. It's a credit card that you use for your travel expenses.
I didn't know where you went then.
Yeah, so I went in there, you know, charged my meal on my card, and then next thing you know, the captain that was running the finance, he called me up and was like, "Hey, what are you doing at Hooters?" And I was like, "Okay, I don't drink. We're just eating. We're here for the funeral detail." You know, then he just gave me advice like, "Don't go there. Any establishments that serve beer, you know, just don't do that." So I got like a smack on the wrist, but it was kind of embarrassing when I got back to the unit.
Okay, so if you go to a dry strip club, it's okay.
I don't want to take the chance to find out.
I would find one and go there. By the way, I think that was 7 Day Adventist. Someone could tell me if I'm wrong. Scamp 900 says it's a cult. I believe that's 7 Day Adventist. They go to church like every single day. I think.
That's called inductor day. Inductor.
Yeah. Watchdog says Twin Peaks is much better than Hooters. I never even heard of.
That's another.
But I can tell you, Walter, the last time I
women
went to
topless?
Hooters was 2009. That was the last time I went to Hooters.
Oh.
Yeah, and Matt Davis wants to know if the women are topless at Hooters.
No. No.
No, not at all. Not at all.
My wife's the one that likes to go to Hooters, so
Sure.
she is.
Yeah,
Ask her. When she's on, you can ask her. Yeah.
Yeah, Hooters is like
She
their
goes.
local.
Look. When I'm not around, and my boys are like we go to Hank's go shooting. It's a Saturday. Where she go to lunch? She goes to Hooters.
Yeah, she goes without Walter.
She talks to. She knows the girls behind the bar and stuff. She talks to them and stuff.
That's like their local. That's like their Cheers. You know, like everyone knows your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every picture I seen that Walter posted is always the same waitress.
Well, you like Melissa? Melissa too. Could be Melissa. That's why I know Hank likes Melissa. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna deny it. Not gonna deny it. I'm gonna have to go up there and go with you. Go up there on the weekend or something like
we'll
that.
have to arrange that. Yeah, we'll make sure she's
absolutely.
working.
Absolutely.
Peggy's got all her number and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't, but Peggy does. Yeah.
So you said Peggy's part of the hiring process?
Yeah. Something like that.
Walter just goes there for the wings, man. He's just going for the wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not go. You know, they have to force him to go there. They have to. You got to drag him into it.
No.
Yeah. Let me see. If I'm making a choice, should I go to this restaurant with just dudes or something, or should I go over here to the Hooters? I think I'll go. I think I'll go to the Hooters and enjoy my meal.
The scenery's better. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So
That's all right.
So Carl Compton says him and his girlfriend like going to Wing House in Dayton, and they want to know if we've been to the Wing House.
I've been to Wing House. There's one right down the street from the Hooters in Clearwater.
Oh, okay. I think I've been there before.
Yeah, I've been to a couple Wing Houses actually.
Yeah, I think I went to a Wing House in like Cocoa or something like that.
Yeah.
So
they're all right.
Yeah. You know. All right. So it looks like we hit the 9 o'clock hour here. I don't know if we even spoke. We didn't even talk about Big Daddy Unlimited. So let me get my little pitch in there for you guys. If you haven't heard about Big Daddy Unlimited, there's a link in the description here. It is a subscription-based access to, what we would call dealer prices on guns, accessories, things like ammo, all that kind of stuff. So if you buy a lot of ammo, you buy a lot of guns, even if you don't buy a lot of guns, you just buy stuff like once a month or whatever, you can save money. It's $10 a month, $120 if you count it by the year. You save a lot of money from there. There's lots of folks in here who are doing it right now. Go check that out. It's in the description, and there's a link to it in the description. I'm going to pass it on to Mike here to tell us what he's up to and what he's doing before we wrap up here.
I'm just living life, enjoying the moment, knocking out some emails from the NRA convention. Still trying to get my hug from Kevin. Name calling. I'm gonna get that hug, but I did snag a hat from him.
Yeah. I can tell you one thing. Kevin was hugging American Gun Chick.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, every time I went to him, he just ran the opposite direction.
I think you need to start wearing pink and you will get hugs.
Oh, that's what it is? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get a pink shirt. And, be like,
and a blonde wig. That's what you get. A pink shirt and a blonde wig.
And bejewel everything.
Yep. But outside of that, I don't have anything else going on. Just going ahead, hitting the range tomorrow, and I'm throwing some bullets down range and getting ready for the competition season.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Walter, what are you up to?
Let's see here. Tomorrow, actually, this weekend is the air show at MacDill Air Force Base. So me and a couple of the military vehicle guys are going to be bringing our trucks out there to put it in the display inside one of the hangars. So if you're going to MacDill Air Force Base, anybody for the air show, stop by, say hello. I'll have the pins guy there.
Very nice.
So going over there tomorrow to set up, and then we'll be there over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. They only have the air show at MacDill. They used to have it every year, but now they have it once every 5 years because of sequestration, that goofiness. So get to see the airplanes and go check stuff out.
And what exactly is sequestration?
That's where they cut back all the unnecessary stuff from the military, I guess.
Okay.
So I guess they consider the air shows and public displays of awesomeness.
You mean we can't see the stuff we pay for?
Hello.
That makes no damn sense. We pay for it, but we can't see it.
Yeah.
We get cut out first. See, that's why I need my own damn F-15 fighter jets and Tomahawk missiles.
Tomahawk missiles. Yeah. Tomahawk is actually I want the little engine out of a Tomahawk. It's got a little bitty jet engine there. Big. I want one of those, but nevertheless, anyway, so we'll go on the air show this weekend. I'll be at the shop in the morning briefly, and then it's off to MacDill Air Force Base. So.
Oh, okay.
And speaking of that, I need to call a friend of mine. Yeah, but goodbye.
You gotta make you gotta make plans for that. All right, cool. Thanks. Yeah, we're wrapping it up right now. Hold on. Okay, so I want to thank everyone in the chat. Thank everyone for thumbs upping. If you didn't thumbs up, please do that right now. We do need the thumbs ups, regardless of what people say. Hey, we want to do everything we can do to get this get the show ginned up and going. If you're not able to thumbs up, share, like, comment, do all those kind of good things. Thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks everyone that sponsors us. That's Big Daddy Guns right there. This guy from Safety Harbor Firearms, Walter Keller, and the rest of the Keller family. Yeah, as well as Andrew's Custom Leather, and of course ATI Outdoors. And I want to remind you guys to go to hankstrange.tv, put in your email address. That's how we give away things. We also we put out a newsletter, email newsletter every week. Actually, tomorrow we're going to put one out, and I give away my phone number on there. That's how people send me messages and show me all their cool stuff, like what Walter's doing. They send me pictures of their guns, and they chit chat and sometimes call me, and I actually talk to people. So we put that in the email list. If you want to know about that, go to hankstrange.tv and put it in there, and you'll also see other ways to sponsor us. We are on Patreon. It's patreon.com/hankstrange. Did I forget anything, guys? Did I?
I think you caught it all, man. You're pretty good at that.
Absolutely. Thanks to Mike from MW Tactical. Make sure you go follow Munitions Weapons Tactical on all social medias. And of course, go to Safety Harbor Firearms. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They're on the Twitters.
Yeah.
Okay. All of the above. Absolutely. We're out of here. Peace. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later.
Bye.
We're out of here.